Yo, it's your man with the plan, Mark Solars here. Here with a Persona 3, 4, and 5 main character tier list. I was going to do the confidants and the social link partners, but I figured that'd be too much, and that should be a list by itself. If you guys give me enough thumbs up and enough comment, you might get the part 2, and I might rate all like the side confidants. But here I got pretty much all the main cast of characters, and all the other characters that pretty much persisted through that were a big character throughout the whole story of their said games, and all the assists and all the confidants that were basically big characters throughout the said games. And I'm gonna rate them all through S through F. So we're gonna start from the very top right down to the left bottom. These are including main characters of spin-off titles, and main villains of spin-off titles. So there's gonna be a slight spoiler warning, so slap that on there, and let's get started. So first we're going Toru Adachi. I like it. I love Adachi for multiple reasons. His reveal to be one of the main villains of the game is a little bit. It was a little out of nowhere, but it made sense once they explained it. So I give Adachi an A. Adachi's pretty cool. I guess I love Aigis. She's a very balanced character. I like how she fights with her, like trying to be human, and and trying to understand human emotions, and how she gained her emotions throughout the story. I love Aigis. So she's straight up S rank. She's just all the way up there. I love Aigis. Akechi. See Kechi over here being sketchy. I don't know. Akechi, even though he's a completely different character from Toru Adachi, it almost makes you feel he almost feels like him a little bit. He doesn't have the same motives, but I don't know. Adachi, I like who he was supposed to be, but when he ended up being a villain, I just ended up not liking him as much. So he's B tier for me. I'm not a big fan of Adachi when it comes to villains. Akihiko Sanada. Akihiko, I love everything about Akihiko, honestly. I like his struggle and how he's trying to be tough for Shinji and all his friends because of stuff that happened in the past, and he's trying to get stronger. It's just so anime, but I love Akihiko, so I give him an A. He's not perfect, but I love Akihiko. On to Kamiki. I know a lot of people like this character. I like this character too. The Persona 5 cast is really well-rounded to me, but I'm not a big An fan, honestly. Her character development got kind of stunted for a second, and she's just really not that interesting to me, honestly. I think most of the other party is more interesting, but she's still cool. She's not like an annoying character to me, so she gets C tier for that. I might change her if I'm feeling different. And here's a character that many people are going to get mad at me for. Chie. I'll be real with you. Like I said in a lot of my tweets and on Twitter, Chie is one of my least favorite Persona characters. Her and Yukiko, I'll get to Yukiko. She breaks up a lot of tension a lot of the time, and I just don't like the character she's supposed to be as much as the other characters. She just seems, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Chie. This is a personal list. Just let you know. So don't get mad at me. This is a personal list. So, get that mouse away from the dislike button. Get it out. But okay. Dojima-san. I like Dojima a lot. I think he is cool. I think I don't know who I would put. I think him and Sojiro are really tied, but I think Dojima is kind of an asshole sometimes. So I'll put him in A. He has moments where, no, I'll put him in B. He has moments where he's cool, but there's moments where you kind of get mad at him for certain things that he does throughout the story. Elizabeth. Honestly, I don't have too much of attachment to Elizabeth. I know a lot of people love this character, and I understand why. I just don't find her as intriguing as other people. I find the only thing I find intriguing about her is how she's compared to the other Velvet Room attendants. She's so involved with the main character's world, or she tries to get involved with the main character's world. So I've had to put her in B. I'm sorry. She's cool, but to me personally, I don't think she's that cool. The female protagonist. I love the female protagonist. She has a lot. She's very positive when you read her dialogue, and she actually has a lot more character than a lot of the other protagonists. So I put her in A tier. She's pretty cool. Okay, Futabe. Honestly, this character, and this is not even because as a waifu decision. This character is pretty good. It's like she's really good because her character, her coming from being that shy like broken girl to that still shy but snarky / like, you know, goofy otaku, will sit like a social otaku, was a treat. And I like how her character arc was tied into the story, was so heavily tied into the story of Persona 5. So I give Futabe or Futaba S rank. She's pretty cool. Oh god, Fuka. You Fuka fans out here are about to get really mad at me. I'm not Fuka is one of the worst characters in my opinion when it comes to her character personality, and like even when it comes to her persona abilities. They're just not. She's one of the people in the cast I forget about all the time, because she's one of those people that doesn't really talk unless spoken to kind of people in the game, and she's still like that even in like Persona 4 Arena and all the other spin-offs that have them more mature. And I just not a big fan of Fuka. Haru. Actually I like her a lot. She's either B or C. She has a lot of she didn't get enough development, I don't think, but she had this problem where I have with a lot of anime characters. She got over a lot of stuff really quickly. And I know she has a lot of problems and she can't focus on all of them, but in the story, she got over her problems pretty quickly. And it just seemed like she was a lot more stronger. She was a lot stronger than the rest of the cast when it came to emotions. But she was a cool character where she had a lot of cool moments. So I give her B. Igor. I love Igor. You know what? Igor doesn't have much character, but damn, this dude know how to make stuff. No, you don't tell me shit, Igor. You don't tell me shit in the story. So you know what? I put you in A, because all you do is tell me cryptic shit when you can easily just tell me a little bit more. But it's like, oh, that's not my problem. Yada yada yada. Fuck Igor. Oh god. So this guy right here. I can't remember this guy's name right now. I can't remember his name right now, but I know. This guy, he's a good villain. But even before, I think his personality beforehand and was kind of goofy. I liked it, and like the puns, and I like how they reacted to him. But I don't like his outlook on a lot of stuff, and I don't know. His seemed more like an anime villain reveal, even though it really did. It seemed a little out of nowhere to me. So I have to put him in B. Yeah, B. Okay, Joker. I absolutely adore Joker. His choices are awesome. I think not just because I'm a big fan of Joker and everything else. Everything about Joker is awesome. So I put Joker right here. There you go, Joker. Joker is awesome. That's all I gotta say. Junpei is a very, very good character too. I think his character development made either gonna put him in the A or S rank, but he's one of the characters that I loved all the way through to Persona 3, and I actually played a lot of the game to see the end of Junpei's story. I love Junpei, and I love his relationship with Chidori. I'm putting him in S. Junpei's pretty cool. Kanji and his struggle with himself was such a good, refreshing thing to see that I can't help but to put him in the A rank. He has some things that are still a little weird, but I think for the most part he's in the A rank. Kawakami. Honestly, I'm a big Kawakami fan. I mean, regardless of what anybody says, I am. I just love this chick. But she gets a little mopey, but she's for a character that helps the protagonist out a lot, and is in the main story. I like Kawakami. I put her in A. No, I'll put her, even though she's the waifu, I put her in A. She's A or B. Ken, I had to put him in D. I'm sorry. Ken has had moments where he shone, but for the most part, unless you play the sequel games, he's pretty much just a depressed boy for the most part. And I didn't like what he did at some parts in the story. So he gets the damn E rank. All right. So now we got Koromaru. Honestly, Koromaru goes with Ken. They're pretty much very close characters. I like the dog character, you like the dog character, but he's still a dog character at the end of the day, and it's just not my thing. Okay, Labris. Labris deserves a C rank. She got development in a fighting game, and she has to go through a lot of shit being a robot. Or she's a B. I'll put her as C for now. She has a lot of things going for her, but it was kind of confusing when she was like, she turned to real and then fake girl. I understand it was because of TV world or whatever, but it was a lot for Labris. Labris was a little confusing as a character to me, and her personality was okay to me. I like her accent. Let's say that in English. Okay, Makoto. Makoto's easily an A character. I know there's a lot of A characters because a lot of them are godlike, but we're starting to get to the characters to the ones that I'm more iffy about. I love Makoto. Her tactical skills are great. I love a lot of things that she does. She's a little robotic. After I think about it, her robotic personality sometimes makes her a little bit irritating to deal with. To watch her dialogue, because her and Mitsuo have the same problem, but since Mitsuo has more of the problem than she does, I'll put her here. So Margaret here. Margaret is my favorite Velvet Room attendant, so I put her right here. She's serious while still being goofy, even though it's hard to tell when she's being goofy. I don't think she's too boring. I like her a lot. Marie has to go down into D or E. Yeah, she's a great thing about her. She has great things about her, but tsunderes are just not my thing. I'm sorry, tsunderes. And she's such a mean one too. Not physically, but mentally, she's such a freaking mean one. I'm just not a big fan of her. She's kind of one note when she comes to a lot of her stuff. It's like she's kind of out of place. Okay, Metis. I think that's her name. I can't remember her name. I think it's Metis. It's been a while since I played 3. That's why I can't remember people's names. Oh, she's either D or C. I think she like Marie is the character who's got added on. She's very one note, but her what she's supposed to represent and who she's related to, I put her as C rank. Okay, so now we got Mishima. Mishima, I liked Mishima to some degree. Some of his antics got on my nerves a little bit, and he's a little cheesy. He's D rank for me. I'm sorry, Mishima's a little much for me. Mitsudo Kurijo, one of my favorite Persona 3 characters. She's either A or B for me. She's the waifu of Persona 3. She has some moments where she gets a little snooty and a little irritating to deal with. So there's some points where I'm irritated, and she hides stuff a lot. So you know what? She's B. I'm sorry. I love Mitsudo, but she does a lot of things that irritate me a little bit. Morgana. I actually like Morgana a lot. He is B rank for me. He's a little cocky, but he's got a lot of heart, so I like him. Nanako. I mixed up Yukiko and whatever. But Nanako, she's easily an S tier character. Her social links and this who she is, even though I don't think any 5-year-old, or I don't know if she's 5 or 10, either way, she is going to be that fucking mature. But she's one of the most mature characters in this franchise, and she's one of the youngest ones. So I put Nanako as S rank. Since I mixed up Yukiko anyway, might as well do Yukiko. I'll put Yukiko in D because she's better than Chie, but to me, she still ruins the season just as much as Chie. And her laughing fits are cool, but they always happen at the worst times, and she's kind of bland in a certain way. She's interesting in a lot of ways, but sometimes as a character, as a party character, she's kind of bland. She seems like a better social link character. Okay, and then Naoto Shirogane. She will be A rank. There's a lot of things about Naoto that makes her good. She's a tactical person. She's the one who pushes the story past the limit of just being good to great. She helps to find the true culprit, because I don't think we would have found the true culprit without Naoto. So she's automatically A. There's a lot of A's, shit. But Yu Narukami, I love Yu Narukami. One of the best, the second best protagonist in my mind. He has his. I don't know if you count the anime or anything, but even without it, he's very cocky. Kind of his personality is very blank wall, but there's a lot of things he does that just warm your heart. And I just love Yu Narukami. He's so much about him I like. Okay, Minato. There's people going to be mad about this, but I do not really like the design, the quote unquote personality, because the personality is kind of in your hands, of the Persona 3 protagonist. He's either B or C for me. I don't really feel excited playing him like the other protagonists, honestly. I didn't have an emo phase growing up. I don't know what it is. I just don't like him as much. He's very average to me. I'll give him a C. Or a B. A B or C. I'll put him in C for now. I'll probably switch that soon though. People probably typing in the chat, this guy's way better than the other two. I don't know. He looks dead in his portrait too. I just don't like him. Okay, I think this is Ray, and then her partner's Rin. Ray, I gotta put in the D rank. She's enjoyable. Oh no, I forgot her food puns. She goes in E rank. There's some things about her that she's got a great story, but her personality up until that point is so rough. Okay, Rise Kuchikawa. I put her in B. She's very one note like some of the other characters when it comes to certain aspects of her personality, but she is very charming. I think she's one of the best girls of Persona 4, and I just like her overall stance in life and her idol persona, even if she is always thirsty for the main protagonist. So that could be something too. All right, well, Ryuji number 1 from Persona 3. Honestly, when I found out he was Nyx, I didn't feel much for this dude. He's either E or F for me. I'm not a big fan of him, honestly. He's like, to me, from what I remember, he's a little bit of a ladies' man or tries to be one. He reminds me of Teddy a teeny bit, but I don't know. He's not charming to me. I'm sorry. He's just not. I barely remember what he's like. Most time, if I don't remember the character's like, he's a little bit lower than when he probably is. I don't know. Ryuji Sakamoto. I would like to put him in S, but they fucked him up in the main story a lot, so I had to put him in A. I know as Americans like Ryuji a lot because he reminds them of themselves, but I just like how Ryuji's stance in life is and how he deals with stuff. And he's got so much shit he's got to deal with his life, and he deals with it with such stride. I like it a lot, even if his character development got stunted like Ann's a little bit. Not as much as Ann, surprisingly. But okay, here we go. Sai Nijima. I like Sai, but she had moments where she was kind of an asshole. She's not bad. She's like almost average to me. She's either average or just a little bit bad. She was kind of an asshole. And she kind of knew it, so I put her in D. Here we go. Shinji, I put him in B. He's very interesting. I didn't get to know. I don't think I grew attached to him long enough for me to feel anything for this dude. So he's automatically a B. Sho Mizaki. Honestly, I would like this character. I like his dark side a lot more than I did like his usual casual side of his personality. It got annoying after a while. His puns and because I know who he's supposed to be related to, but just everything about him, his base form, was just so freaking annoying. He had a great story though. That might put him in E, but I had to put him in F. He wasn't compelling to me because he was such an asshole. Sojiro, I think that's best dad. He goes into S. Yeah, because of what he went through with Futaba. I always say Futaba because that's my nickname for Futaba. He's a lot nicer than Dojima, so I put him in S. He's a really good supporting character. Teddy, I have to put with he's not as irritating as Chie to me. He's on the same level with Yukiko. I just don't feel it with him. He's got some great moments and some emotional moments, but he might be down over Chie actually. I hate that because I remember there's times where you just can't take him seriously. I just don't like it as much. Okay, the Warden twins. The Warden twins are just okay to me. I'm not a big fan of the Warden twins. I like. Well, if you're including the last part of who they turn into, I'll still put them at C. They're still very average. Even the other form they got reminds me of Margaret 2.0. They're just okay. Yosuke Bosuke. I would put Yosuke in S rank, but I seen some. I went through Persona 4 again, and I seen some stuff that I didn't like about Yosuke, and not because he's prejudiced or he has the mind of a FPS bro back in 2005, but there's some things. He's really smart and very kind, but there's just some things about him that they're just okay. He's kind of wimpy. I don't know. I put him in. Is Yosuke better than Ryuji? I have to say he's not actually. So I have to put him in here. Yukari. People love Yukari, but I just can't stand Yukari. I just can't stand her. I just don't like her. I can't tell you what. I just don't like Yukari. Yusuke. I like Yusuke. Yusuke's B tier to me. I love his lines. I love who he is. Rin. Or Ray. This is Rin, right? I can't remember this guy's name. I think it's Rin. He's D tier. I like who he's supposed to be. I think some of the stuff he did was a little stupid, but for the most part, this is what I think about him. He's just okay. But here's my tier list, and I hope I didn't trigger nobody with my tier list, but these characters are the characters that I'm rating them based on how I feel about them personally, but I'm also trying to rate them based on how they kind of interacted in the story and just how their overall personality meshes with the rest of the cast. And I gotta say, I'm pretty proud. I think the A and B tier is a little big, but for the most part, I think I've got the right categories for what I like. I might send you guys a link to this tier maker, and you guys can choose your own characters to basically, test this stuff out with, and show me down in Twitter or in the chat what yours is supposed to be, because I encourage you to go against what I say, honestly. Like, I legitimately do, because these characters are just, these are all by perspective. Your favorite character could be Yukiko because you just love the way she looks. I don't give a fuck. Let's choose. But these are my character tier lists by, I actually did this by character, so like the actual character they have and their looks and everything. I took everything into account. But okay, if you like my content, leave me a thumbs up and or a thumbs down. Doesn't matter which one. This helps to know you guys are watching. Also, hit the subscribe button and that little bell icon to join the rebellion, because I'm only passing new friends. And I'll see you guys in the next video in the stream. Bye bye.